sir, that happened, and I'd like to explain how and why. Now what the go was, the screws that they sent me, I might have the spare one here, they're quite long and I didn't even register, like my transom's not that wide. Anyway, I pilot hole drilled the 4, maybe half the depth in, and this one here I went right through, and turns out that there was water, not petrol, guys. A lot of people said, oh, you hit his fuel tank. No, there's water stuck in this side of the boat. So I was scratching my head. She's a bit of a mess, guys. I've been doing a lot of work here. I cut a hole in the deck to see where that water was coming from. I'm going to put an inspection plate in. Anyway, turns out it was pretty moist. And you can see I've put one in that side as well, just so I can keep an eye on it. But I was scratching my bloody head going, where's this water coming from? Couldn't figure it out. Checked right up the bow, right through, ripped off old mate here to check in under the tank, still couldn't. Anyway, this is where I have my battery normally, and this was full of shit. But you see here, this must have been where they had the battery originally, and of course I hose down here and it goes in through there, so that's probably just filled up over time. I've never even noticed them bloody holes there, so I'm going to fill them up with silicone once this all dries out, and put old mate in there. We should be good. Now, one thing I can tell you, it's probably a lot easier if you have 2 people, because to get it on, I was holding it and whatever. Anyway, they suggest running a roller under it. Hang on, I'll swap ends here. Get it flat, and you want to be 3 mil below the hull, which I am on that side. So it does sit pretty deep. I got some on that side too, so I had to go this side. And if we look, oh, if I can get in position here, that's a fair angle on it, so I'll be happy with that. They give you chocks to sit in there, wherever they are. Where did I put them? Right here. And obviously, if you want to drop your sounder down more, you can either install it up or down, whichever way you want. But I didn't use one of these. What I've got here, guys, I don't know if you can see, but that angle of my transom runs not 90 degrees, like it's a bit of an angle on it. So I had a bit of this leftover Teflon from where they installed my outboard, and what I did was I cut it to size, obviously use that as a template, and then what I did, I got the sander and I spent hours, left this side real thick and this side real skinny, so I sanded it right down to bring that out a bit, if that makes sense. Because if I was running straight on the boat, oh mate was sitting out here like dead straight, so that's pulled him back in perfectly. And anyway, siliconed him all up, I put silicone on that, bit of Teflon, absolutely coated all the screws, all the holes, chocked them right up, and all I got to do is go down and try them out, and then I can adjust it either up or down, but I'm pretty happy with where it is now, so hopefully everything pans out. Anyway, I ran him up through here. I didn't want to put any holes this side. This is my other sounders. They just run up through here. So I just fed that in through here. I've got to push him right through. Everything goes in there. Once that's in, I'll bloody make that all watertight. That was the transducer install. I'm pretty happy with it. We'll see how we go. Well, that bolt, that screw that went right through into there, I might even, if I were to adjust this, I'll take it out and I'll put a bolt through there with a washer and a lock nut, so she'll never come out. She'll be solid as. Alright, I'll show you how I ran the cord, and caught a few more headaches. I couldn't go. There's my torch. There's my house battery. Everything, my winch, everything runs up through here, up to my old Nemea network that I don't use on this outboard. That was for my old outboard. The installer said don't worry about it, but I don't know if you can see, but all the cabling up there, there was no room, so I had to run it back up around all through this side, ran him up here and drilled another hole. Oh, just shit everywhere. I ran him through there. Now I've got to put this cover, this covers up the fucking bird nest that you don't really want to see. But old mate here, what I did, I just drilled him in backwards to start with these screws, so I didn't wreck my gel coat, and I've put a bit of a rubber mat underneath, and that's bloody solid. Like, that's, she's not going anywhere. Ran me cords. I've got my transducer disconnected because I tried to power it up before. It suggests not to run your transducer while it's out of water because it could stuff it up. Alright, are you ready for this? Oh, she's a mess down here, guys. I'm not a professional wirer, but I wired it up myself. I just want to show you how I wired it. Have a look at this. This is without the NMEA connection. So these three cables coming down, obviously that's the transducer, goes that way. One is an earth wire to the back of the Furuno unit, and this grey chap is the wiring that come with it. Now all these other cables here are for your NMEA connection. Alright, now what I did here, there was the blue one, a red one, and there's even a black one in amongst this mess. There's just no fucking room in here, but I'll put the blue one, the black one off of here onto the negative bus bar, and I've also got the earth that runs to the back of the unit all hooked up to that. these are with fuses already, and my positive, I don't know if you can see it in there, there's a positive bus bar up in there, which is a pain in the ass to get at, but there, I got him on. Anyway, mind the man. Someone want to do this for free for me? Fucking hell. But when I go down, oh Jesus Christ, and turn old mate on here. This is the old school selector for that battery. Come up the old mate. BMO. She's alive. I just can't wait to get this out and try it. Yeah, I haven't got the transducer hooked up because it says not to do that on shore because you could cook it. Anyway, pretty happy with that. She's up and running, she's solid. Not much more else I can say, but I can't wait to get it on the water. Hold him on. Turn him off. Get him on the water, guys, and yeah, send it deep. I want to go out. Oh, go out as far as I can to the shelf, and the plan is, if I can make it that far, hopefully catch a swordfish, eh? Solo swordfish. That would be epic. Yeah, so that's the plan. That's why I got the big unit, and yeah, I've just got to get her on the water now. I've got to tidy everything up and get her on the water, and fingers crossed it's all bloody set up pretty good. But yeah, I've had some headaches. Like I said, I got a hole in there, she's drying out. The actual transom was dry, like the wood that I drilled in was dry wood. So when I drilled that hole, I jammed a straw in there straight away, and it was coming out the straw because I thought, where's this water coming from? Yeah, so I put a straw in and just emptied it straight into the buckets. But I'm pretty happy with it, like it's pretty solid. So yeah, we can get out and test him, I reckon. Like a new one.